in January.
Oh, darling.
Number 1, classy dames. 2, classy guys. 3, guilt-free smokers. 4, the latest dance steps. 5, Elvis. 6, unusual means of self-expression.
Oh, you're joking now, aren't you?
Of course, the easiest way to spot a classic is to turn to Cinemax every Sunday at noon. That's all there is to it. All January long on Cinemax.
Every Friday
A new movie.
at 8 p.m.
Your weekend starts here.
Take a look at what's on this week.
If you had all the time in the world, what would you do with it?
I think you better put on some clothes or I'm going to call the cops.
Live,
You wrestled Ernest Hemingway?
I truly did.
love,
You should not swear to her.
I didn't say a damn thing.
and tread water. Life's a gift.
Let's hope it's a pair of pajamas.
Richard Harris, Robert Duvall, Shirley MacLaine, Sandra Bullock. Wrestling Ernest Hemingway. Premieres Friday at 8 on Cinemax.
What makes Cinemax the best movie network on TV? Here's a reason you might not know. We've got a different kind of movie every weeknight at 8. Everything from comedy to drama to suspense. The movies change every Monday through Friday, but the time to tune in is always the same. So if you like movies, you've got the picture. A different kind of movie every weeknight at 8. That's a week's worth of reasons why Cinemax is the best movie network on TV.
The following movie is rated G.
It's a freak-out when Randy Quaid zaps his victims into Siamese twins who want to split up so they can kill each other. Alex Winter and Brooke Shields. Freaked. Next.
Cinemax presents How to Spot a Classic in January.
Oh, darling.
Number 1, classy dames. 2, classy guys. 3, guilt-free smokers. 4, the latest dance steps. 5, Elvis. 6, unusual means of self-expression.
Oh, you're joking now, aren't you?
Of course, the easiest way to spot a classic is to turn to Cinemax every Sunday at noon. That's all there is to it. All January long on Cinemax.
Lights. Camera. Celebration. Black History Month on Cinemax. Coming soon.
Every Friday.
Happily Ever After. Fairy Tales for Every Child. A new star-studded animated musical series narrated by two-time Emmy winner Robert Guillaume.
One of the main features is, though, that it is multicultural, and that is taking into account cultures and people and colors within the country.
We have characters that are Puerto Rican, Cuban, Korean, Japanese, Chinese, Native American, Caribbean, African, and African American.
Rumpelstiltskin is your name.
This multicultural fairy tale land has an impressive list of showbiz royalty, including Jasmine Guy, Robert Townsend, Margaret Cho, Rosie Perez, David Allen Greer, Paul Winfield, Debbie Allen, Vanessa Williams, and Harry Belafonte.
These are for planting, not eating. Here, hold out your hand. For the children of the future to be able to understand that the world is made up of a large variety of colors and cultures and differences, and that they should draw an appreciation from that fact, I think is very, very significant and meaningful.
Wave goodbye as I say hello.
As a mother of 3 kids, I'm constantly reading all the time. And it's always great to have new material that's funny and different with a new twist.
Happily Ever After, fairy tales for every child, cast its magical spell here on HBO in March of '95.
Simply the best choice on TV. HBO.
The following movie is rated PG-13.
Next on HBO. Sometimes the people you never want to believe in can become heroes. Dustin Hoffman, Gina Davis, and Andy Garcia star in Hero. Next on HBO.
Hell is just a shot away. Hell. Heaven is just a kiss away.
Even if I could speak your language, I don't think I could tell you how I feel.
And Earth is somewhere in between.
When we resist our fate, we suffer. When we accept it, we are happy.
Tommy Lee Jones stars in Oliver Stone's Heaven and Earth. Premieres Saturday night at 8 on HBO.
You have all the time in the world.
There is an end to time.
I do love you.
There is a limit to love.
You fell in love with another woman.
Are you trying to hide me?
I don't want to lose you.
Richard Gere, Sharon Stone, Lolita Davidovich, Intersection. Premieres Saturday, February 11th on HBO.
One day soon, some hiker or fisherman is going to come walking out of those woods with a story about a wild woman.
Double Oscar winner Jodie Foster takes on 2 ambitious roles as co-producer and star of the new drama, Nell.
It's like there's no one else in the world. She doesn't need anybody.
Foster plays an isolated backcountry woman who's discovered by civilization after the death of her mother and who seems to speak her own unique language.
She's living in a very brave way, in a very unconscious way, in a very, very dangerous, dangerous world. And she does all the things that we're told not to do.
Well, we've come to pick Nell up.
Yeah, I heard.
Real-life husband and wife Liam Neeson and Natasha Richardson co-star as the local doctor and the scientific researcher whose humanity is awakened by Nell's emotional honesty.
You ever get lonely? No.
He gets seduced into that, gets seduced by her in her life. I don't mean that in a sexual way, because there is nothing like that between them. And she teaches them that you will learn strength from being vulnerable, actually.
How speak, Judge.
I think they're all damaged people, the 3 of them. You know, this movie doesn't say, look, be like Nell. And Paula has to confront the damage in her, and all of them do, and it brings them together, yeah. Oh, I'm going to get all tearful now.
Guiding the project is British-born director Michael Apted, whose acclaimed studies of American individuality include Coal Miner's Daughter and Gorillas in the Mist.
And cut. And a cut.
That was good, wasn't it? Yeah. The one-line version of the film is sort of preposterous, and I think, you know, she needed someone who could make it kind of realistic and authentic, and to use, you know, what I bring to a movie, which is my documentary soul, in a sense, to try and make it believable every step of the way with not just the story, but the characters and whatever.
Much of Nell's character is revealed through the language she alone seems to speak.
The screenwriter developed a language, Bill Nicholson, and